The truth is the game was rigged from the start. Definitely. Especially when you consider I wasn't gonna tell you people what my I had mentioned I have a primal fear that I have a hard time getting over, which is why I had trouble with games like humiliatingly the first 3 games of FNAF. But as it turns out, this game has exactly what I'm afraid of, so fucking great. Alright, so a little bit of side story here. Hold on. One moment. I mean, you already saw the freaking things. Let me. Alright. I apologize. We're gonna do a little side story because I'm gonna need to be not distracted for this. Head cleared for a moment. Okay. So, a little bit of side story. The haunted house I grew up in that I thought was haunted with my grandfather. He, I always had doubts. Hi. I had doubts that it was actually the great grandfather. And I say great grandfather loosely. It was more like a step great grandfather. My family tree is a mess. I'm not gonna get into it. Um, I had doubts that it was that, and it was more like a demon of sorts because even even up to like a couple of years ago, that house was still showing signs of hauntedness, being haunted, just from hearing stories from my mother, doing things that a normal ghost wouldn't should not do if it was just a grandfather. And I can't help but feel like it was attracted to me big time. One of the stories she used to tell me when I was younger was that when they first discovered they had the ghost is I guess I was like I don't know 2, 3 years old. I don't know. I was only barely old enough to talk. And I was playing at the bottom of the stairs, and I apparently look up the stairs and I point, and I'm like, "Mama, who's that man at the top?" And she leans over because she's on the couch. It's not very far, so she can kind of lean over and look up. And the shadow's leaning, like lurching over like the railing of the stairs at the top of the stairs, but it's just a shadow shape of a man. Uh, yeah, I'll hydrate in a bit. Thank you, Costo. But yeah, I didn't really think too much of the story at the time. But the thing is, I never really stopped seeing the paranormal after the. It's like the whole it's kind of always been believed that once you grow out of being a kid, you stop seeing it. I didn't. Although I did stop seeing it in recent years because I think where I live now, uh, maybe some haunted animal corpses at best, but to my knowledge, where I live used to be more of a ranch or a homestead. So very little people here, very little ghosts, if any at all. So I don't have to worry about that at least. I haven't seen any signs. I haven't felt anything. But the I often feel things, and I think even going as far as back then, I think one of my biggest fears has always just been shadows with eyes, like hollow eyes or just eyes whites. I think the best example I can give is like I said from the FNAF series that sets me off from the second FNAF game. The Shadow Bonnie sets it off, especially because the game crashes. That's primal fear number 2, by the way, computer horror. But yeah, that's why I think I have this fear. Saying that's good. Usually it helps when you are close to resting ground of people that has a big sense of honor in their lifetimes. That's how it is for me. Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know if I don't actually have like a death record. I'm assuming next to no people died here, and it's been good for me. But oh my god, thing is, I'm explaining all of this, and ever since I saw that shadow in the game, I've been shaking uncontrollably, and I can't stop. That's why I moved to the screen too, so you don't see me having issues with the mouse right now. So it's this is already proving to be a hard game for me just from Primal Fear alone. I'm not crying. I'm not crying, but boy, am I a little spooked. Computer horror. What do you mean by that? Games that mess with the computer in a way that they normally shouldn't be. I guess a good example of that would be uh, uh what the Doki Doki Literature Club is a good example of that. I did play through that, by the way. So, so that was the one exception I made a few years ago. Oh my god, see, this is more scarier than a FNAF. Shut the fuck up. You're not helping, Paulson! God damn it. Uh, you know I don't. I say it out of love, alright? Don't worry.